I think people seen the grind, man. People seen the hustle, and like I mean, it wasn't hard to see. I was out here with the backpack everywhere I'm going, like really trying to make this work. And I think a lot of them just seen a little bit of them in me. So it kind of made us resonate with each other.
Yeah. Cause I remember when you first came out. It was funny, K, because when he first came out, Young Pro name was Propane James.
Really?
So he came out, and I think it was Vince Young that was with you.
Right.
And then I heard it on the radio. I said, "Oh, Pro, you got to change
your name."
Yeah, about it. But one thing that I can always respect, because even from that point, that's when I first heard about you on the radio.
Right.
But from that point, no gimmicks, no crazy shit out in the radio, not Propane whooping ass at the club.
Right.
Just music.
Bam,
consistently.
Right.
So I remember even in that interview way back in the day, like what Kay said, you was very humble, and that's one of my questions I was gonna ask you: is the game still fun for you? Because back then you was extremely like you could tell you was excited to be
right. So man, that's a really good question, bro. It's like a roller coaster. It come in spurts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just over time, I've definitely went through periods where I've told my partners, man, I don't think this is what I want to do no more. You know what I'm saying? The passion kind of gone. And I kind of step away. I can't step away too long, man. Maybe like a week or two, 3 weeks or whatever. But but I'm still gonna continuously work. That don't necessarily mean I'm enjoying it. But you go through these phases, and I think because, man, if I wasn't rapping, I would still be doing something with music. I may be here with y'all, or just bringing other people around and trying to find artists or whatever, because I love it. You know what I'm saying? And it's when I get reminded about that. I may just go to a showcase and just see somebody nobody knows, I don't know them, because I do that. I slide in the showcase and just sit in the back and chill. You know what I'm saying? And it's that hunger I see in that one dude that'll remind me, hey, that was you. Yeah. And now you got what he want. Don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it'll just click back. Like right now, I think for the last like 2 years, I just been feeling like rejuvenated. And the thing that get me going the most is like, cause I was a hooper my whole life. I've been playing basketball since a kid, all the way through college. Man, I'm a competitor. And the thing that get me going is if I feel doubted. I don't even gotta really be doubted by somebody. I could just get it in my head, okay, they think I can't rap. Oh, okay. So I start programming that in my head, and I feel like I gotta prove something to y'all. And that'll give me motivation and get me going. So sometimes I trick myself and just be like, hey, bro, they forgetting what you can do. You gotta reinvent yourself. You gotta reprove yourself again and again and again. And that right there really just get me going and make me really just wanna, you know what I'm saying, put out the best that I've done. Cause I always feel like I'm always competing with myself.
Yeah.
I'm always competing with like Ro, K Reno, Scarface, the greatest of, I compete with the ones that I feel like were like, can put on master classes with the rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I'm clutching the pen and I'm right, man, I'm chasing them. I'm competing with them. And so it's just like, it ain't gonna never stop. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have that same mentality? Because to me, man, you probably had the album of the year with that Made from Scratch.
Man, thank you, bro.
Man, because I haven't seen a complete album,
like
a complete album like that. I'm talking about from top to bottom. Even had Bun narrating it. Did y'all interview Bun? How'd that come around?
I brought him to the studio, interviewed him. I had a bunch of questions wrote down. It's so much more to that. I just had to condense it on because it was too much.
Yeah,
man. I was asking because, like I said, man, I'm a real student of the game, bro. And me and Bun have a great relationship. This is somebody that I can call and we talk about all the time. We argue. We so close. We argue. You know, you real friends and you can argue with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it's like somebody that I look up to with everything. Not even just as an artist, as a man. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, those questions like. That I wanted to know them questions, you know what I'm saying? So, and it was like I was just asking them so much stuff, and I was able to just take little parts and put it in there. But Made from Scratch, and like that's what I was saying. Like 2 years ago, it was that I was rejuvenated to a point like, okay, like keep showing them you can do this. This ain't just like I don't never want it to be a moment where people like he was cold. Nah, he is cold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I'm always chasing the last thing I just did. I felt like if the project before, I felt like it was great. All right, how can we beat that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm a big believer in taking your time, and I tell people this all the time. I know we living in an era where everything is microwave, and you know, people don't sit with a lot of stuff for too long, and so it kind of it has made people feel like, you know, I gotta continue to give them fast food so I can stay with the flow of everything, because why would I give you this home cooked meal when I know you're gonna just play with the food and be done with it in a week or whatever? Because music come and go. But I tell people all the time, man, if it's really that,
Yeah.
man, they gonna sit with it, bro.
Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on.
And it stood out because I haven't, you know, nowadays you don't hear whole albums.
Right.
You got a couple of 2-minute songs and we hear those.
Exactly.
But when I heard it, I was able to drive from where I was going to where I got to where I need to be. And I was fresh. I was like, oh, this is a cold ass.
Right.
So yeah,
Man, appreciate it,
from
bro.
top to bottom.
Appreciate
So
it,
yeah,
bro.
that was a good one there.
And then you from under the old law anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
I don't think that your DNA is set up to where you not gonna get substance.
Correct.
It's like, so when we was little, your mama set the plate in front of you and you ate what she prepared. You didn't have
Right.
any choice in the matter.
Yeah, what's
And
up?
so I look at that the same in music, like, okay, now you are the chef. Now you one preparing the meal. Hey man, it's not my place to cater to what you don't know. It's
Correct.
my place to give you something that you don't know.
Correct.
Elevate
Yeah, man, for
your
sure.
thinking. It's because you mentioned the fast food analogy. If people eating fast food every day, they're gonna die young.
Yeah.
They're gonna be out of here
Man,
soon.
come on.
But if they're eating nutritious food, they will grow into the understanding of why that was good for them
Right.
at some point. So
Right.
you just keep on giving
Exactly,
it to them.
man. That's a great way to put it, bro. That's a perfect way to put it. Like, you just prepare the real food for it. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. You know what I'm
but
saying? Yeah, I'm a big believer on that. I've always been a big believer of just complete projects. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, when the years go by,
Finna start crying.
Can't finna testify.
Yeah. There you go. My bad. Go ahead.
when the years go by and you look back and you can just even think maybe when you was 12 or 15 or 17, you don't think about the big song that was on the radio. You think about that album that made you feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
When I took the rapping off of this album or that album, or man, when I first heard Chronic or Illmatic or the Ghetto Boys or K Reno, or you know what I'm saying? You think about that album, and you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what I always wanted, man. Being a student of the game, I always wanted that project. I don't want to be like known by a song. I want to be known by the moment that you had with that project, how you were able to ride to where you was going. I feel like when you able to do that, like now, okay, a good song, you may tap in to hear with a person, but a good album, you gonna tap in to hear with a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you tap in to hear with a person, they never gonna leave you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
That's
100%.
You know what's so cool about that too? It's like when you got a good complete album, the song that everybody be jamming, that might not even be the song. It
Yeah.
might be that 8th,
Yes.
9th song down the line that
Yes.
nobody talk about, but that's your favorite one.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so
Right.
it's always something for everybody.
Definitely. My favorite song on Maven
project.
Scratch is the least streamed.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The last one.
See?
Is What Happens. So
I like Karma.
oh yeah, so Karma is definitely Karma is, man. So the thing with Karma is, and that's I felt like the album before that I had kind of like got away from my storytelling in a sense. Like I feel like just as an artist, I'm a storyteller the whole way through. I tell stories the way I write a verse. I started from the beginning and it's gonna go all the way to the end. I don't just want to rhyme words. It's a story.
Yeah.
But I felt like that cinematic story that, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I had got away from that. And that was one that shout out to DJ XO. When the moment he gave me that beat, it was like, all right, man, this is talking to me. I got to go there. And you know what I'm saying? The video just played a perfect part with it too. It was just dope. But that's definitely one of the ones on there. You know what I'm saying? What Happens is my favorite because I got the choir on there and it took me forever to assemble this choir. That song literally took me like 9 months to make. You know what I'm saying? Man, yeah. So, and I wrote the hook that the choir singing. That was just one of the moments I was just proud of because when I Big Crit made the beat.
Yeah.
So, and I had told him we was in Atlanta in the studio just working. And I was like, bro, I think I'm gonna get a choir to sing on here. And, you know, sometimes as artists, man, we just say we gonna do whatever. We may get I can hear Mariah Carey on here. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just so, but to be able to really go do something you really heard, I wanted a choir on there. I tried. I called my mama and said, "Can you get for people from your church?" Nah, they ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? I had to really assemble it. I assembled like 7 singers.
People that didn't even know each other. Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was 7 singers, man, and they all came to the studio. They kind of rehearsed what I was doing, but they were familiar with each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, but for the most part, they wasn't a choir. They were, you know what I'm saying? But they all, one of the guys helped me assemble like different voices and different, you know what I'm saying? And it just came out dope. That's just one of the ones I just love it.
Yeah. That was hard.
You know what's so crazy about that too? It's like when you said about you had it in your mind that you wanted a choir. You saw it in your mind.
Right.
One of the most satisfying things is when you had that thought and then you make it come to fruition compared to times where you have had a thought of something you want to do and then you didn't do it.
Man.
And even when you listen to the song after, you're like, man, I wish I would have. Yeah, you just disappointed. So to follow through like that.
To follow through. And for it to take so long. Yeah. It took so long. And but my thing was this project not coming out until I get that done. So that was it was even like a hold up, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, this gotta get done. This gotta get done right here.
Yeah, how you hear it in your head, that gotta be satisfied. It got to be said. You don't feel like you left some meat on the bone. You can't do that.
Definitely.
Brother K Reno, look, man, the Underground Dialogue website is back in function. We back in motion, man. If y'all want Underground Dialogue podcast merch, whatever you need, go to undergrounddialogue.com and check us out. And always make sure that every Wednesday night, y'all are checking out the Underground Dialogue podcast right on YouTube, 9 p.m. Central Time. Yeah! What's up, man? It's your big brother, K Reno. And check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business. You can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it.